Welcome to our new study and welcome to Jeremiah. This study was born out of a painful part of my life and the welcomed words of the sufficiency of God's love and power as delivered in a beautiful English voice, Jill Briscoe. I've had times of being tired, but not like after we built and opened the building on the corner of Chapman and Schaefer Street. We'd cast vision, raised money, purchased property, and built both that building and what is now the current preschool on Center Street. Never been so tired in my life. I knew God had led us all through it, but it was very draining. Then this scripture engaged me, lifted me up from Lamentations 3. Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for His compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. I had grown up and been raised as a Christian and a dedicated one at that. We never missed a weekend of worship. And I recalled the simple promises of God. I will raise you up. I will protect you. All sorts of promises. But it was the idea that God was God enough, not only for the circumstance, but God was God enough for me. God is God enough for me. God's love and power is sufficient for me. From that point on, I found refreshment and renewal. And this is what I'm praying for you, for St. John's, and for all who will participate in this study, Faith Enough to Finish. God is God enough for you too. Just say it with me. God is God enough for me. Jeremiah lived in a tough time. Politics were a mess. A good king was succeeded by a bad one, and the enemies were at the gate. The Assyrians were horrible to the people of God. And now the Babylonians were on their way to conquer God's people and take them away from everything that identified them. They would be away from homes, families, farms, flocks. They were taken away from their temple. And we live in a tough time as well. We're trying to get life back to normal, but maybe we've forgotten what normal looks like. We're trying to operate in a culture that is increasingly hostile towards the Church of Jesus Christ. So maybe it's the perfect time to find the same hope that Jeremiah wrote of, to slow down, to think and reflect and pray, and in that find a sense of renewal and refreshment. Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for His compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. Lamentations 3, 22 and 23. These studies can be done in a small group. They can be done in a family setting. They can be done quietly and alone. I pray that as you work through them, that you would experience the same healing, same renewal that I found in these promises of the Lord in a very tired time.